You know, I just ate some hot dogs, and on the side I had some Snyder's honey mustard pretzels, and you know the drink, what I get? A Dr. Pepper, and now we're gonna play some SMITE. Alright, that was a terrible intro. Let's try that again. Hello, we're back with more ranked. Gonna ban your Moja. Why? Because she smells. Yeah, think about that next time, loser. We're gonna see. I haven't played in a couple days, but first match of the day, we're just gonna hop in and go for it, to be honest with you, because why not? Can't take it that seriously. We're at the bottom of the board here, but we got our roll, so it's completely fine with me. Hopefully that means I have some good teammates, you know, because they're above me and Elo, right? That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now, because I'm like halfway through Diamond 1, so I'm trying to get up to Obsidian, just because if I could get into Obsidian, I think I can start getting like more consistently good teammates and just like really competitive matches. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. So it's kind of been like the goal. I don't really care about grinding up super high. I'm not like, oh god, I'll get to masters. No, I want to be a deity. Like I don't really care. Whatever I can get, I can get. But I'm not gonna like overthink it or go too hard on it and freak out about it. It's just not really something I want to put any stress on. You know, I already have the feeling that I'm destined to die at like age 53, probably, maybe 57. Maybe that's a cooler number, 6'7", from a heart attack. You know, so at least for now, I feel like I should be trying to keep the stress down, because maybe I can avert away from that prophecy. But you know, I'm doing all right so far. I think it's been, you think about it, your heart's been beating your entire life. It's pretty crazy. I guess for some people, it'll probably stop at some point. Like it's you can just like, they can restart it to just like shock your butt cheeks. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor. You probably should not give medical advice for me. Sylvanas is open. We could go there. I do want to play some Baron Zombie. I want to do a shock support at some point, which wouldn't even be bad against this comp, because if you want to do it, you want to do it against people who are going to be auto-attacking, you know, because his 3 has an auto-attack speed reduction, so that would be nice. You just keep throwing those out. I want to do that with like a World Stone and just like spam with shock, like full cooldown World Stone, and just keep like ulting every like, I don't know. You could probably get it down to like 30 seconds, I imagine. Oh, he took Sylvanas, actually. I was going to go for. Baron Zombie, of course, is always good. I haven't played him in ranked yet, but his healing is always nice. I kind of want to be tanky as well, though, because they have 2 front lines, so I kind of want to be also a front line with the Jormungandr if I can. I like Ganesh. I mean, I love Ganesh. I played a ton of Ganesh in SMITE 1, but I feel like he's just not even that great right now. Sobek, I feel like, is fine. But honestly, I'm just going to do my Khepri, because I always love Khepri. It's one of my go-to picks. And I'm not complaining about it too much. He's almost a diamond. I'm really close to getting him a diamond. But just because I already have a Jormungandr as solo, that means also need a frontline with me. If I don't have any frontline at all, I might be a little more likely to pick sort of a backline, sort of artillery mage support, kind of like Baron Zombie or when I do my Hecate, because then nobody really has to worry about frontlining, and you can kind of just full dive as a team with a bunch of damage, really, right? So your entire strategy switches from having really any of that frontline, which you still build tanky, so you can still like tank objectives if you're just playing something like that Baron Zombie, so you don't lose out on that, but you can all just kind of go in and dive and like try to full burst, and that's like your strategy there, really. But if I do have my solo laner really playing a frontline kind of god, especially because they have 2 frontlines too, with this solo lane assuming Mulan, and then, which we can actually check right now, yeah, it is, and then of course their support going to be that Sylvanas. So if they're going to have that much like frontline, I want to try to match that if we can, just because when it gets to those team fights, I can have maybe our Jormungandr kind of dive more, and I can sort of chill back and help the backline, especially because you do kind of want to play around the middle of a fight with Khepri, mostly because you have your revive, so you're trying to get as much of a look at the entire fight and what's going on as you can. If you're diving too deep and you're playing that complete frontline, that's not very easy to do because you're just way too in there and you're really relying on your minimap and your top of your screen health bars, which you can do as well, but then you're trying to flick to like catch somebody behind you with your ult before they die, whereas with this, playing in the middle of the field, you can kind of watch the front and the back at the same time, just keep flicking your mouse around, so that's kind of what we're going to be looking to do in this match for sure. Going to be dealing with mostly physical damage early here, so probably just pop into a breastplate and go from there. I mean, honestly, I don't really build Thieves that often anymore. I like high health builds on Khepri, like we kind of did the other day with Leviathan, which was a fun time, but you get so much health on this thing. I think I might go ahead and do that, and we'll just start with the health, and we'll come on back later. I'm just going to grab a shell, I think, because I feel like they do so much burst damage that we're going to want that. And where's the freaking starter items? Thank you. Can I please have that? Oh, are we paused? Okay, I was going to say, I was like, did my game crash or did we pause? Enemy team pause, I think. Yeah, if you don't know with the aspect here, with the Khepri one, it scales off of max health there, percentage max health. So 4% of your max health goes to the bonus damage scaling. Intelligence too, obviously, and the damage scaling is just from intelligence overall. But we don't really want to build intelligence necessarily. You could technically go World Stone on this and really spam those ults and not have to worry about them as much, which I've never tried, but you could do that. But usually my strategy is to get sort of like a Yogi's build going. So maybe I'll do this Thieves and get like a Yogi's even second, perhaps. We'll be missing out very early on a lot of those protections. But then we can go protections afterwards and have a big health pool and protections. Probably get like a Stampede because they do have some pretty good slows, mostly from that Whirlpool coming out of the Poseidon. And the Nemesis too as well has a nice slow on it. So we could kind of negate that a little bit by just going for something like a Stampede. In terms of like a Team Beads, I don't think we really particularly need one super much because the biggest thing I would probably Team Beads against these guys would be like everyone's stuck in a Hui ult and just get them out of there, but you already have Stampede to counter those slows because it's a slow immunity as well as a movement speed buff. But something like the Kraken comboing with the Vortex from Poseidon could also be something that you might want to look at for the Team Beads. But again, if we have the Stampede, then we can kind of pop that. And it does about the same thing because you get slow immune and then you can just run out of there, right? So he did place a ward back there, so we know they're not running at us, but I'm going to just use my Phoenix. Or Galler Flare, excuse me, just so we can check and see that they do have a Galler Flare themselves. Or a Sunring Arc themselves, excuse me. I'm just going to make this guy look this way, because then when he starts going Hawk 2 on it, we can just come to the side here. And we're not going to ever out-pressure, most likely, almost any lane with a Sylvanas in it, just because his AoE autos are so darn good for getting all that extra farm and blowing these waves up, as you can see right there. So we're just literally going to say be careful and, like, know that we're not going to have as much pressure, and we're just going to live with it. We'll let them kind of walk around. There's no extra farm to get off this first wave anyways, and they don't have the abilities to kind of like run at us too much, especially because they want to save their abilities for the next wave walking up. So we're kind of chilling, right? We'll throw our 2 at them maybe, just do a little bit of tick damage. We can get that on both of them. I won't have that damage on the wave, but it's fine because what they're going to do is clear, and most likely they're either going to try to pressure us, which if they do, we'll just back up, or they're going to go for this farm on our right? So that's fine with us. We're level 2 now, and they're going to opt to go over there and start getting that farm over there. What I'm going to do is actually try to sneak up and see if I can throw a 2 at this. Remember, it has a little area too. They're actually kind of holding it on a bad spot there. I don't think I got any of that, but that's fine. You can see we did a little bit extra damage, up to like almost 100 damage on Little Bro's head there. Fine with us. And the cooldowns are pretty low on this too, so once that comes back up, we'll be chilling. And we can even throw that out early, because like I said, in Smite 2, it goes into a little area there, and then it just kind of flops out. Still not trying to get too aggressive. Cupid probably has his 3. I don't know. Did he cast his hearts? I should pay more attention to that, because I'm not sure if he has his hearts or if he has his 3 up. Of course, the 3 is good to start getting some attack speed going for him, and his movement that he really wants. Their Sundering Arc shouldn't be back up yet, I don't think, so we can actually challenge them on this a good bit. I'm just going to go ahead and try to grab this guy and hope that Cupid kind of stick that while the Hui was grabbed, but unfortunately, he couldn't quite get the last hit completely fine. I could have canceled early. Well, I'm going to say be careful here, because I thought he was going to follow me around or kind of be a little safer with that. I just want to make sure he's not getting his booty hole chomped, even though he might be into that. You never know. Some people are, some people aren't. I don't like to judge. We're getting some little pings coming out and stuff. I'm going to say okay. Sometimes the chat disappears. Ah, darn. And when it does, we can go get our backs. Be careful, right? I'm just going to say thanks. They're saying be careful to us. Their jungler's still there on the oracles. You can see they're still fighting, so we shouldn't need to be too careful. I think our Sonoma might die, but looks like Uldr's going to peel him a little bit, so they'll be fine. So we're chilling with that. Couldn't get too much in the neutral farm yet, but that's fine. Once this lane kind of stabilizes over time, we should be chilling, but they just have so much pressure. You don't have to fight into stuff too early. Like, if you know that the enemies are going to have really good pressure, then you can kind of just let them have that pressure until you can get built, start stacking, especially like a Thieves. We just kind of want to get that online and start stacking it. This guy can get the last hits. We have our Khepri shield. We have our heals. We're fine. This is coming back up. Like, we can put some pressure on this. I'm honestly going to grab this guy. We'll do a little bit of damage to him because, again, we have our 1 on the Khepri aspect. Let's go ahead and use it. I might even tank some shots from this guy because I have a multi-bot ticking now, so I'm like, why not get in his face a little bit? We can be a little riskier when those times come up, and then we'll kind of throw these things like this 2 out. And they might try to burst me a little bit, but I'll just pop a Health Chalice. We'll probably try to chill a little bit. And then I can dash away. Hopefully, maybe we baited something for Cupid here. Pop another Health Chalice. And we're kind of chilling. I don't know where their jungler is, so I don't want to be too crazy on this. Just because we do have our purple coming up as well. I didn't get the XP for that, sucks. We don't see them towards the oracles or anything there, so where could they be? Upgrade our 1 here, by the way, because it gets some pretty darn good extra damage. Want to get this, buddy? I know there's one more minion there, but let's just make sure we don't risk them trying to steal this. Because, yep, there's their jungler right now. Yep. Okay, she has a blink. This is going to be something we can't really contest too much. We tried to a little bit. We do have this guy out of mana, but he does have ult, unfortunately. So he's probably just going to ult and be fine. I'm just going to go ahead and grab him. Hopefully, yeah, okay. I didn't want to take the last hit, but I wanted to make sure that his heart bomb was actually going to be able to do enough damage to kill. Unfortunately, I grabbed him, and his heart bomb didn't have enough damage yet, so what happened is my last tick went out and did the job. Looking for a 2 here. I'm looking for a grab. Okay. Okay, the last attack didn't come out from the tower, so I thought maybe I'd have to use my ult on myself. I only dove there because I didn't know if he was going to die from that Typhoon, so I was being ready to just grab him with a 1. But fortunately, none of that really had to happen. He's going to grab that purple, which is sick. I need healing, so I'm going to go back towards the wave. Of course, the wave will take each other out. This is coming up in 10 seconds. Make sure we ping that so he knows when it's coming up. We can go ahead and grab that. We did get the purple too there, so it's really nice for us. I'm going to go ahead and help this Susan clear this. We can just cast our 2 right now. It's not going to hit them right now, but see, it's going to go with the full area there, so he can go ahead and grab that. It's really nice for him to get some extra damage from it. And honestly, I'll just back to base right here. See if this guy's going to walk at us a little bit. Yeah, I was going to say, even if he reaches his fat little arm out there, I don't think he can grab me. 1900 to finish his Thebes here, so we'll go ahead and grab that, grab ourselves some wards. Not really any T1s I can get besides that, because they all cost at least 300. I'm pretty sure there's no cheaper T1s in the game than 300. I could be mistaken there. But we're chilling. We just want to get this Thebes stacked up, so we're not even going to hit these minions. Like, the minions will smack each other. The tower will finish it, and we'll get the deep stacks, right? We want to get those stacked up so we can get a bunch of extra health. Go for that Yogi's next, and we'll chill it from there. Cupid's walking up, so, we're just going to keep throwing our 2 out, doing a little bit of damage. Be that guy that can be annoying. Grab some stuff when we can. Put a little root down there. We have our health chalice, so even if they want to shoot me here, we're chilling. We have our shell, too. Now, we're actually kind of just baiting for this jungler, so we're going to walk at them a little bit. I think they have a ward there, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Mulan already has. Go ahead and root this guy. Let's go ahead and grab him, making sure we just keep him in that area so we just get smacked up. And we'll hit him with the U-Rock there. Very nice gank. Teleporters are going to now open in 2 seconds. 6 minutes, the teleporters open. So now, the Susanoo is actually a very, very, very smart gank there, because what he can do is take that top teleporter after taking their back camps and go ahead and rotate himself to the solo lane, which you can see right now he's actually doing. So that's a very, very smart heads-up play from him. Cupid's going to go grab that purple buff, so we'll kind of have to chill for him. I wanted to do this camps back here, but we're chilling. We'll do a little bit of gardening and take these plants out because we don't want those there. Of course, your protections do get reduced when you break those, so be a little careful. You can even break those for your ADCs. Let's try to bring these minions back so we can make sure that they stay in the radius of that heart bomb there. And I'm going to say nice job to him, and I might go ahead with a little rotate out of here because the Moonlight Ritual, of course, is starting. Unfortunately, Oler just got smacked in the booty cheeks, which, although I'd love to plant my big claws on there and res him, I just wasn't quite in the area, unfortunately. But that's okay. We'll try to get there now with Susan rotating in, who has ult probably coming up in, I'd say, around probably 30 seconds. This guy might try for a pull here. He did not. I assume nobody's in the area to help him. He's crushing some life binders, so that's fine. Our boy's kind of fighting over there. They should get a nice kill there, which is very nice. That's their enemy jungler, so we know she's not going to be here. We do know that their support is here with their mid laner. We're just going to pop a health chalice. Say enemies incoming left. Well, oh, he kind of pulled him backwards. We're just going to go ahead and root him here. He's stuck in this corner. If we just don't move, he can't get out. We're just going to go ahead and shell here because this boy's coming in. I thought he might crack in, so I just wanted to shell for some preliminary shielding on us, just in case. He wants to do Gold Fury. I don't disagree with that. The only thing is, this is coming up, and I don't really want to just lose the Moonlight Ritual for no reason. I got my res on him. We're going to grab this guy with the 1. Easy finish off there. And that should be a good Moonlight Ritual. I say we just do this. Cupid might even rotate to that gold if they wanted to, but that's fine. Played that fight perfectly. Got a last second res on him, pull him back up. Of course, he's going to float right to where you are, so then I won that. Poseidon, so he just reses on me. He can instantly get whatever damage he needs off and finish that guy off. So we love to see that. Get our 2 ticking on this, so if these guys do get finished off, then I can get some deep stacks from it. But of course, we're just picking all this up. We don't really want to go too crazy with this Sylvanas in our face. Just sidestep because we know that pole is going to come out after we use our dash because he wants to get us straight back to him. As you can see, the Thebes is already stacked here, so that's perfect. I will do Gold Fury if they want to now. I'm completely fine for it. Gold Fury matters more than the Moonlight Ritual, so all in all, when it comes to that call there, I didn't dislike the call for let's go to Gold Fury. The thing is, we knew that their jungler was just dead and left, so she wasn't going to be a problem for us. And Cupid needs to be farming right now because he's actually winning that lane, and I trust him more to stay in control of that lane. So I'd rather him not give up his pressure for no reason when we have a pretty good chance to get a kill in the middle lane, take Poseidon out, and then win the Moonlight Ritual, and see if we can do something crazier after that. Because here again is a Nemesis, right? We're just going to go ahead and grab her, silence her. Easy combo for him, he'll take her out. We're going to just root her here, hit her with the 2. gonna go ahead and pop this Moonlight Ritual here, because it does a good movement speed, remember, so Susan's flying in, he can go crazy on this. We're just gonna hit some auto attacks, awesome. And now is where I'm gonna say go for Gold Fury, especially. We really want to go for gold now. Go ahead and root this guy, he can't get away from us completely. You can go ahead and grab him. This boy might come over and do some craziness. We don't have to level our ult here, by the way, but I did level save just so I could level my 1 all the way, and then go for the ult upgrade. I think it's a good thing to do there. This guy is getting pretty low. Unfortunately, Susan did get picked off. I'm actually shocked that that stupid tree has that much damage, but you know, high-res activities. There is a Mulan coming over here, it looks like. I'm just going to send out a little Galler Flare here and maybe scope the area. Yep, there she is. That's fine. It's because she's getting so smacked in solo. I do want to get these Yogis online so I can start healing. Right now I'd be healing like crazy from this Yogis, but that's chill. We don't quite have it yet, so we'll just go ahead and grab these minions for our boy here, group them up so he can heart bomb it really easy. We'll get a little heal off of that. And there's no extra farm here, so I'll probably just kick it out of here as much as I would like to do Gold Fury. We see the Poseidons in the middle, so they shouldn't be doing Gold Fury themselves. They could try to sneak one while we're not in the area, but I don't think they are. Next up, probably check who their top damage is. Right now, it's going to be Sylvanas, which is pretty funny. That means that a lot of that damage is coming out from them right now is going to be that magical damage. That's going to change for sure. It's just because he has a life binder, so he has some extra and the procs from that life binder are going really well for him. But, of course, as we get deeper in this game, this Nim has 2 full items now. She's going to start hitting really hard, so I'd rather go for some physical protections first, to be honest with you. The idea of cooldowns does not sound bad to me, but like we said earlier, the Stampede will do us very well in several different occasions here. So we're just going to go ahead and grab that. And I'm going to say on my way a couple of times here, so that I'm on the way. Like, I wouldn't mind fighting this. I don't want them to get gold. I don't have a Galler Flare, but they're right here, so we know they're not going for that. We can throw 2 out here, just do a little bit of damage to these minions. Maybe they step in it, maybe not. It's chill for us, though. And, we're kind of grouping. I'm going to say be careful right. I'm actually going to use my dash to try to get over here really quick, because I want to make sure I can get in range if this guy gets full sent on by the Nemesis. I could ult him, peel him, whatever I need to do. And Sylvanas is actually back here right now as well. Oler's taking a little gank over here. I'm just going to grab this guy right now. Oler's coming around the corner. That gives him plenty enough time to get an axe like that and do his full combo, right? So you got to be preemptively seeing your teammates coming. And when you see them coming, you know you got to get your mouth open. But you also got to just do your CC that you know can chain into their CC, because this whole game is about just CC chaining, right? I'm going to say attack Gold Fury. There's some minions back there he wants to get, of course. But Oler agrees. I'm hoping these guys don't have 6 because this is an utter stomp at this point. But, you know, if they're going to put me bottom elo or whatever on a team full of people that are probably Obsidian and above, this is kind of what's going to happen. Go ahead and grab her. She has nowhere to go at this point. She'll get bursted pretty hard. I want to make sure we can secure this, too, is the thing. I want him to not go too crazy. I want to make sure he can just make sure he lives, honestly, more than anything. But we need to get this Gold Fury first and foremost. There's some teammates that could probably be resing in middle, but like they're going for a crazy fight at this point, so we're not going to worry about it too much. We get the objective. We scare their little stinky boys away, so we're chilling. This guy says active Sylvanas and ult Nim Yi for ults, I guess. Chill. I like that. Got some side camps up and stuff too, but we're just tagging these minion ways so you can walk in and go a little crazy with it. And you can see the healing's getting pretty darn good. Of course, we need a lot more money before we can get this full Stampede, but what are you saying oops for, buddy? You're doing fine. This guy's kind of hiding behind that rock there. Cupid has no ult, but of course Hu Yi has no ult either. If he hits a stun on Cupid, he might dive in, which is kind of what I'm looking for, because if his movement's not down, I'm too far away to really get too much on this. I tried. He was just coming into range, so I wanted to go ahead and try for that, but there's not too much I could get from it. If we could have got him, I think Cupid had some pretty good burst, but I'll just let him keep solo farming. We'll just keep getting our items up here as we can, get some more protection so we can really stick in these fights, and we'll be healing like crazy outside of the fights at the very least. So, I mean, you saw when I tanked that entire Gold Fury and didn't really take any damage from it like the entire time, so once we get this Stampede online, we'll really be able to chase even more aggressively. Honestly, it's kind of nice. They got a few kills, to be completely frank with you, and I'm sorry for calling you Frank, unfortunately. But that means that it's less likely that they will go ahead and F6. Dang, he's a fast little tree, huh? Let me be a little careful here. We'll throw the 2 out here. Jormungandr's coming over. This is just what I don't like, but I can bait here for a bit. I'm tanky. Well, I'm thick, I should say. Just go ahead and grab this dummy. Just gonna go ahead and shell here. Throw out a 2. I still have ult for this guy. Ult for any of us, really, because I might need to use it on myself. I'm gonna ult myself here. We're still baiting. Just use it 2. Go into a 1. Got him. Got that 2 still going out. Nemesis could still be around here. We gotta be a little careful if she's coming back in right now. Used my ult, unfortunately, already, so can't go too crazy on that. But he gets the kill there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a root down here. Go for our 2. We have our 1 coming up in just a few seconds. Make sure we hit it. There we go. It's going to be a lot of damage because we have so much health. We'll finish him off. Very good. Unfortunately, I'm going to die to this Poseidon 100%. Older can just clear middle. I guess he just had to back to base. He just TP'd back in. But we also see Cupid wiped out the right lane with the Hu Yi here, so he's going to get his tier 1 tower. We already have the Gold Fury, so we don't have to be threatened about that because none of them are alive anyways. Unfortunately, he gets a couple of kills there, but I'm not really too threatened about it because Older took the mid tier 1 tower, and now he might even get to chase out this Poseidon and take him down, but he should be a little careful because enemies are going to be running out of their base right now as they're spawning, so don't want to go too crazy there, but we can get some magical protections now. Stuff with health on it, like I said, it's going to be really good. That's why I was talking about the team beads, because of course they do have protections for the magical variety, and some cooldown reduction, which I would like to look at. But they also have some health, because we don't want health. But Amanita's Charm, honestly, even though there's not that much magical protection on it, has some more physical protection, some health regen, and a lot of max health. And honestly, I just like the idea of healing our teammates. As you can see, here's plus 3% health heal every 1.5 seconds. When we have so much health, that's really nice. Plus 1 stack of damage reduction per heal, plus 10% basic ability reduction per stack. So a bunch of stuff there. Pretty cool. I wouldn't mind grabbing that really quick. So that's going to be my next target. The gold should be spawning in probably about a minute. So I'd love to get there and grab that when it comes up. And see what we can snowball after that. Once we have 2, we can really see about sieging a little more. I'm going to go ahead and use a root here just in case they're walking up. Grab this Nemesis. I just want to keep her out of this fight. Because remember, my 1 is a root. So she's just not able to get into this fight right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I was gonna stampede this guy, but he's dead regardless. I don't have ult, unfortunately, is the thing here, right? So, okay, that's really ridiculous. Honestly, I don't know what my team just did there to throw like that. Let's backtrack and get some magical protection. That's heavier because you guys make sure you defend gold at this point. Yeah, if Cupid wants to start rotating, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what the target prioritization was there when I kept Nemesis out of the fight, and then Older just got pulled in and smacked, and I'm not quite sure what happened to Susan on the left there. He just gets chased out by their soul laner, I suppose. But I need to get thicker in the magical protection arena, so even if I don't get health completely on something, Genji's Guard has 50 magical prots on it. Let's get that first, and then we'll circle back and grab an Amanita's, because I think it's still going to be a great item for this build. Yeah, unfortunate there. He needs to not die. Because these cooldowns I need. If I had the amount of cooldowns that are on Genji's right there, I would have been able to rest somebody, right? So, okay. There's really no reason to be dying like that. Like, that's just a bad death, honestly. He just jumps. Can't get this root. They're zooming away. I don't have Stampede for 20, so. But I think we can still get something here, honestly. Put a little ward here. She's chilling over here. I would love this Mulan pick, because I think that she's been unmatched for too long now. Let's go ahead and level this hole. There's no one behind us so far. Unfortunately, I don't have my 1 up. It's not like I wanted to get that kill there, but, you know, it's just kind of how it happened. Let's go Fire Giant. Maybe not big, but at the very least, Pyromancer. And the Moonlight Ritual is up. Pyro and Moonlight. We'll just get these 2. We'll call that for the teammates. Say this is what we need to focus here, because those are 2 good things to get. Cupid can help me with Pyro. They can go grab Moonlight afterwards. We'll just cast our 2 here to pull this thing a little early. Unfortunately, he kind of stole my aggro. That's fine, as long as he's healthy and chilling. I don't know why my team is still fighting over there. It's kind of annoying me, to be honest with you, because we had such a nice lead in this one. The enemy team never had any business ever contesting us in this match and really putting up any kind of anything to us. But I see this a lot from players where they just don't know how to measure their aggression and be smart about it, and they just throw their lives away and start losing. Speaking of, this guy's way up here. Just gonna throw out our 3 and our 2 here to make some space, but they are behind us too. Just gonna go ahead and ult him. He's fine now. They can't kill him at this point. It's very smart for him to res himself, because now he gets all that health back, right? Go ahead and root here. They're diving hard. This tower's at full health. And that's okay. Saved his life, right? And I'm still gonna look at this Mulan over here. Cupid did not full reset. He's still out here, but he didn't really need to. I'm gonna dash myself in here. I'm fine with this. We're gonna heal a lot. Don't worry about that. Look at this gank here. I'm gonna use a nice Stampede here, because I think we need to get some aggression, because look at this Jormungandr. He's coming in from the side. I already got her ult there. He has no ult on the Sylvanas. If I can grab somebody, which is going to be him, I think they can get this pick if they just follow up for once. Which, there we go, finally. That's what I'm looking at for these guys. Remember, we're going to heal a bunch. We're going to root her there. Oh, there's her ult there. I guess she didn't ult before. I don't know what I saw. I guess I'm stupid. Give our 2 to our teammates. Remember, it does have damage mitigation for your teammates on it. I'm going to say enemies behind us. The Nemesis can chop me up. take some heals from this boy. Yeah, I was gonna say, we can do Fire Giant. We can do Fire Giant. I just need some more healing, but you can see my health is going up really fast because of the Yogis. So, we're chilling. We're gonna start it. We have a bomb, remember. I just don't have a Sunder, but I think that Jormungandr has a Sunder. Yes, sir. So he can try to use that. I gotta be a little careful with my health here, though, because I'm getting a little lower. Messed that tanking up a little bit. My mistake. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that bomb. I don't want to die, so let's just do the damage with it. It's 1,000 damage. Oh. Yep, I'll defend right. I'm just gonna say I'll defend right. I want to get over there and see if we can make sure that guy doesn't get crazy push. You ever wondering, like, should I be grabbing a sentry ward or just 2 wards or something? It really depends what you're trying to defend. Like, on my last go out of base, we're not going to any objectives for big wards, right? When you're warding like a Fire Giant or Gold Fear, you might want to take their wards out, so you might just want to get 1 sentry ward. But if you can get 2 wards to cover more area of a jungle, because you think that you're going to do a Fire Giant and they might run at you, and you're thinking, well, they haven't really been warding too much lately, then you can just, you know, get the 2 wards and cover more area on the jungle. It's always a good choice there. I want this Genji's. Unfortunately, I really want my starter item upgraded too. I'm just on my way to this guy. Can we do gold right when it comes up? We did lose the last one, which I really don't like. I need to hit 15. Yeah, which we did, obviously. And get this starter item. Let's do gold here. Let's do that right now, I think. I only have this sentry. I don't think they have it warded. I'm going to slap a ward up here because that's an area they could definitely come from. This just spawned. Let's go ahead and get it started. I'm actually not even going to pull it to our side of the jungle. I'm just going to keep it here in the middle because I don't think they're walking up, even if they do. Oops, I just pressed the wrong button. Took my hands off the keyboard for a second. I'm just putting a Galar Flare here in case they do walk up. That's an oopsie. I want them... I'm just going to say on my way. I really want to get the starter item upgraded because it's the one that gives you extra gold per second. Please, you got to stop throwing Jormungandr. He's got to stop doing that. Hit him with a please there because he's thrown his life away several times now. And it's getting very aggravating. Okay, my team looks like they want to disengage a little bit. I'm looking at this Cupid because he's getting chased down by this Mulan. I want to make sure he's not getting full committed on because she has some good burst. She has the Devos. It's been a very popular Mulan build lately. You kind of grab that Devos and that's your damage. You get a little extra sustain from it. Of course, her 2 is great sustain just by itself. That's his beads. Very nice. Let's attack. We're going to go ahead and Stampede here. Oh, I missed my pull. Well, I just ulted him. I thought he was getting bursted like crazy, but apparently he's fine. I'm taking this for a second because Bro's walking up behind. He has the Obsidian Dagger. So, I'm gonna grab this really quick. I'm gonna just root behind me. There we go. We got the pull on Sylvanas and the Mulan 3 out of her. That's a nice bit of damage on her. Awesome for him. He's still baiting with that Obsidian Dagger here. Our focus needs to be on the tower, and then we'll go from there. We can root and kill this guy, I think. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab him. They have crazy burst. The 2 behind me have crazy burst. We're gonna go ahead and just keep her still there. She's still ticking for my 2. Awesome. Beautiful from him. Let's go ahead and see if we can help this guy out. My ult's down, so we gotta be careful. I'm dead. Yeah, for sure. No, I guess I'm goated with it. I don't have ult for a minute though, so we gotta get out of here. But we want to back to base anyways. We can get our full Genjis and our starter item of this grade, so staying out for a little bit longer when we get to accomplish all that is not a bad thing for us. Now we can really stand up to those Krakens a little bit easier, and I wouldn't mind getting this Amanita still. We already have a piece of it, so we might as well kind of go and try to do some more for that while we're at it. And let's go ahead and get another Sentry Ward. Let's go ahead and get Pyromancer too while we're at it. That would be pretty nice. I still want to Siege of Phoenix, of course, but I mean, there was all 3 tier 2s up, so we kind of had to get what we could get, and we did, right? We're ahead of the Sylvanas. We're doing good. We got our starter item upgraded now, so we can get some extra gold from that. This boy can help me do this Pyromancer, and he's already looking at it, so I appreciate that. Remember, if you want to get the damage mitigation to yourself on Khepri 2, you have to stand in the circle like that. Like, if you just dash through the ball that's rolling, you don't get it. You have to stand in the circle at the end of it. Kind of a weird thing, in my opinion. I wish you could, like, press 2 like this and, like, recast Khepri 2, and then it would just, like, automatically go into the little circle, but it doesn't, so just keep that in mind. Let me just get that down, and then I'll just fly out from there. Keep farming. We could go left. I think we are. I don't know if my boys are cute at all, but they kind of were already going left before I said anything, so maybe they're... Jormungandr was like, hey, come over here, but we have some minions up here. We want to get these T2s. Bro, move. 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 He's laughing. Move. I'm trying to tank. Let's go ahead and get our little emote out here, because that's the easiest way to win. It's just emote, obviously. I might even just Stampede here and go kind of crazy, but I don't know. Get that, nice. Let's see. I mean, our Susan's coming over. Fire Giant is a good call. If we just retake that, then we could have a really good chance of going crazy with it. Yeah, I was going to say, VVVA is set up an ambush here. Always a good call to make. All right, let's go ahead and get that Fire Giant, I suppose. What do we got, like 20 seconds on it? 15 seconds? Can't be that long, can it? 10 seconds, very nice. I see Susan playing this wall, and I don't even hate the idea of it. Everybody has ults, including their team. But we could go crazy with this for sure. Okay. Let's do Fire Giant. They're going to walk in on this. Wait, there's a Sylvanas right up here, right? Perhaps. I want to make sure my boy is okay up here. I want to go ahead and do a little Gather Flare so we can go a little crazy. I want to be tanking for these guys too. But, you know, we're chilling on it. We're doing what we can. He's making a lot of area for them. So I'm just going to come back and tank this if they need me to. You need me to tank this? I can tank it. I can tank it. At the very least, we can give Cupid R2, which he can go a little crazy with. This bro's trying to get in. I'm just going to root him here. Like, you're not getting up there. And I'm going to grab him with my 1 because we have crazy burst. So I'm just going to let them burst. Right when we're done with this, I'm going to Stampede. We're going to be slow immune and we're just going to fly up here. So we just need to get in on this fight and go left. There's minions on left, remember. So if we can grab those up there, we can get the backdoor protections down. But at this point, we have 2 golds, so we probably don't even need it. I'm going to break this door, too. Not always 100% what you recommend, but you do that, it's going to create some area where they can't stand here safely anymore. Here, please, please, please. This one. Okay, just throw our 2 up there. He's going to get some damage mitigation from that. I need someone to actually hit the bird that I'm going for. Did get the res on this. Just go ahead and pop a shell there. They did get this bird. Very nice. Go ahead and throw a 3 out there because they might be standing there. You can see I did not actually grab anybody. Let's go ahead and grab this left Phoenix while we're at it. Like, please grab this left Phoenix while we're at it. Okay, he's dashing in, so I'll go ahead. I was going to start the tank, but this guy grabbed it. Again, put the damage mitigation on him. Put a little root here because they're walking up. You just want to see if we can hold him there at all. And then I'm just going to say retreat. But look at our health, by the way. We're basically back to full health. And this is what you get with this kind of Khepri build. I just need to know my ult is down, so I can't go too crazy with that. So I need them to kind of just back up. And let's go for Gold Fury, honestly, because we can go walk over there and just take that completely. We can also take Moonlight Ritual and get some siege minions. Hello. My boy's around the corner, you know. Also not scared of your damage at all. I'm just kind of baiting here if my team was going to walk up. I wish my team would have actually followed me directly, but they went around the other way. Well, very nice plays from him. I should be able to grab this. He doesn't get his ult off. Remember, that's a full silence, so even if you have a CC immune hole, unless you cast it before I grab your little butt cheeks, you're screwed. Please get this gold with me if you all don't mind. They want to get the oracles first. No, they don't. Okay. Go ahead and cast this. We have a Gather Flare here, so I might throw it up there, but Older's kind of just zoning anyways, because he's looking for a quick pick. Like, if he can just go on someone, which honestly, in this situation, I'll recommend to you, hold the Gold Fury up here. It's a little more risky, obviously, when it comes to stealing, but since he's watching this side of the jungle, if he finds somebody, then you can instantly turn on them and, like, drop the gold and just go pick them off, or leave your Cupid to finish the gold, go to your Uller, help him finish off, stuff like that. So you can kind of work on your positioning when you're thinking about if the enemy can steal, but if it's even worth giving a little bit of a riskier play for them where they could steal, but then you can knock them out, and then especially in the game since we already have some bird pressure, right? So think about stuff like that. More health is fine at this point, but I wouldn't mind just finishing off probably with a Pridwin. Doesn't have health on it, but it's going to go ahead and split some prots both ways for us, which we very much so need, just because we're trying to cover that magical and that physical, and that leave a full committed physical item. We like that, so we'll kind of just play from there. Make sure you're moving your actives over to whatever buttons are more comfortable for you. Personally, I have Q and F as my first 2 actives. E is my relic. I like the Q and E. Sometimes I fat finger if I have like beads going, but I don't instant cast my relics when it comes to something like Shell. So no need to rush. It's a good call. And that's actually something that people mess up a lot. They just kind of get in there way too hard, and then they throw their game away. And it's like, yeah, but if you take your time, know that you have plenty of time, then you can get some good plays going. See if I can bait here, by the way. Let's go ahead and try to root this guy. Okay, there's that. See how much damage my teammates can do if I just bait for like half a second? We can step out now. We have the siege minion here. Huh. Honest Sagash? Yep, look at this. Let's go ahead and just go ahead and grab this dummy right here, because look, their burst is crazy. I trust my teammates. I can't see your health bar, sir. There we go. Making sure I get my damage mitigation on this guy as he's in front here. Okay, go for the Titan. Should be good now. Awesome. Beautiful. Good job. Yep. Hit him with a VVGG. And they're going to have, I think they have an F6 there. And we'll just walk away with our little chef Khepri. GG. It was a good job from the teammates. I think we played a pretty good game too. Had some nice reses for the most part. just very good in terms of measuring our aggression, not going too crazy, but knowing that when we do have that aggression, it's behind us. You know, if we do want to flex that aggression, our teammates are going to follow up on us, and they very much so did. You can see that perfectly from that last fight on that bird right there. I can tank for a while, just be annoying, be in their faces. I have Fire Giant healing me. I have my Yogis going crazy on my health because I have so much health, and I put an Amanitas down. I'm basically not moving in my health while I'm taking a Phoenix and getting hit by them. My boy gets pulled in, the Cupid there, but he just basically turns them completely. We already have their jungler down, so she can't be a factor anymore, and that's a lot of their frontline burst. And like I said, this is why I wanted to get a second frontliner, so especially if my Jormungandr can't be there because he wants to go handle a different fight on the other side, have a bit of a flank even, which he was a lot, and he was doing it really, really well, then I can still be that frontliner and get in there and make sure my teammates are all right. So hopefully that was a good Khepri game for you guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you want me to like, comment, subscribe. You want a skin? I have one Rama and one SWK skin left. If you want to join the Discord server, go ahead and put in the code word. Just go in general chat. Put in the code word Cheek Man. Yeah, Cheek Man. What kind of cheeks? That's up to you. I know which ones I like to eat. But put that in the Discord server. And if you haven't gotten a code yet, then you can have one of those. I'll DM it to you so no one steals it. But that is going to do it for me today. So as always, have a great day.